Hello everyone, Scotty here. Today's question comes from Daniel Watanabe. Daniel writes, I'm gay and was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder when I was 25 years old. Is it best to reveal my diagnosis to a guy I'm dating before or after we have sex? Well, Daniel, I do not have schizoaffective disorder. However, I am gay, and I do have Asperger's syndrome. In fact, I originally came out in an article I wrote for a website called Autism After 16 titled Love Yourself First. I've also written about being gay and autistic for wrongplanet.net. Being gay can be very challenging. Unless you're especially lucky, there's no one to teach you how to be gay from a young age, to instill in you gay values, or show you the ins and outs of gay dating. When I was growing up, I obviously saw a lot of examples of straight romance and straight dating in the media and film and television and advertisements. I saw comparatively very little examples of gay dating. Now, as acceptance has become more widespread, I see a lot more of these examples, and I think that's a very good thing for our youth, because not seeing those examples only further solidified my sense of isolation and drove me deeper into the closet, and also made it very, very confusing when I eventually did come out, because I had no idea what to expect. Now, I tried to be straight for a very long time. I gave it the old college try, and a little after college didn't stick. But as someone who has dated both as a straight man, and as a gay man, I can tell you that the dating worlds are very, very different. However, I'm not going to record a Gone with the Wind length YouTube video about the intricacies of gay life. I do want to answer your question though. The thing about gay sex that's really interesting is that all gay men are just that, men. And to avoid broad gender generalizations is kind of tough here, but we all know that men love sex, and a lot of us would love to just jump right into the sack. But that isn't always the healthiest thing. I think this can be especially true for somebody who has a mental health diagnosis, which can really make relationships tricky. The thing is, if you found someone that you think is a really great, really cute guy, you know, maybe he's a kindergarten teacher, something really cute and sexy like that, and you really want to hang on to him, you don't want to scare him off by overloading him with information about your diagnosis. However, I do think that it's important to let him know at some point before the relationship gets really serious, or before you guys jump into bed together. If he's a compassionate, understanding guy who really wants to give this a shot, he's going to be patient. He's going to take the time to learn about your diagnosis and to really get to know you and learn what it is that makes you tick, because you're not a diagnosis. This isn't always the case. Sometimes guys will think that they can handle it and they really can't. And that can be really, really emotionally damaging and can really hurt your self-esteem when you pinned your hopes on something and then all of a sudden you're not good enough, or you're too crazy or weird or OCD or whatever it is. I've experienced this time and time again, and it's really, really hard. And that's why, at the risk of sounding like a Puritan, I would advise that you really take some time to get to know somebody and let them get to know you and learn about your diagnosis before jumping into bed with them. Because it's way too easy for very, very intense feelings to flare up when you rush sex. And if it's not going to be a relationship that will work out, it could be really, really hurtful. This is coming from experience. Like I said, this doesn't guarantee a successful relationship, but I do hope that you guys will take your time and really get to know and love each other. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you to everyone who has watched this video. I hope it's been helpful. You guys rock.